Welcome to another CTV Sports presentation. CTV Sports is brought to you by St.Clair Chevy Buick GMC. We care. By Murphy Inn Restaurant and Hotel in St. Clair. By North Star Bank, North Star, guiding the way. By Neiman's Family Market. By St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware. And by CTV, Community TV for Marine City and St. Clair.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another presentation of high school basketball here on CTV. Tom Brenner along with Todd Culling getting ready for an East China School District battle between the rival schools. St. Clair High School hosting the Marine City Mariners. Just about 30 seconds away from the national anthem and the announcement of our starting lineups. First-year head coach Darren Pietrzakowski going to lead the Saints here against the rival Mariners, who are coached by Jeff Austin and Al Warwick. For now, we'll get ready for action by sending it down to our PA announcer for the singing of our national anthem and the introduction of tonight's starting lineups here on CTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and face the flag? Gentlemen, please remove your caps as we honor America this evening with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, St. Clair High School welcomes you to tonight's varsity contest between the Mariners of Marine City and the Saints of St. Clair. Tonight's starting lineup, in a spirit of sportsmanship, read in alternating fashion, beginning with the Mariners. Senior, number 10, Kate McEwen. For the Saints, junior, number 2, Paige Van Slambrook. For Marine City, sophomore, number 13, Janie Ferrone. For St. Clair, senior, number 5, Annalise Lamontagne. For the Mariners, sophomore, number 20, Chloe Austin. For the Saints, junior, number 10, Christina Bone. Marine City, sophomore number 22, Layla Cummins. For St. Clair, junior number 11, Sarah Moore. For the Mariners, senior number 23, Morgan Mcconnell. For the Saints, senior number 34, Tatum Brooks.
All right, nice job there by Coach White.
Of course.
He does a great job with everything, but I think he does a better job with the starting lineups than when he's up here in your spot.
Well, it's easy for him to do it that way, and plus he helps us out if we have any trouble with any of the names.
Todd, good to have you up here with us. This should be a great game. This is a pretty big crowd we got here tonight here at St. Clair High
Oh,
School.
it's a perfect, great matchup for these East China rivals going at it tonight. Packed crowd. It's kind of funny that they're all on one side. We were talking about earlier, Tom, but it's actually great because it's East China rivals that everybody knows each other and they're here for a good time.
Saints going to come into this one hosting the game. They're 1-5 overall, 1-1 in the MAC Gold. Marine City comes into this one tied for first in the Gold. They're 7-1 overall and 2-0 in the conference. Get you set for tip here. Christina Bohm going to start things out for the Saints, and she's going to go up against Chloe Austin. Bohm a junior, Austin a sophomore. Mariners going to win the opening tip, and we're off here at St. Clair High. Mariners swing this around. Quick shot from three early on. It's good. That's Morgan Mcconnell. We'll probably see a lot from her tonight.
For sure. Definitely their best shooter, and she will have the green light at all opportunities. Oh, and there's a steal by McConnell.
Mariners with the pressure early on, forces a St. Clair turnover. Another three on its way. This one's no good. Annalise Lamontagne comes down with the rebound. Fast-paced start here, just about 30 seconds into the first quarter. Lower will handle the basketball, takes a screen. Mariners with another steal. 2-on-2. Marine City pulls it out and resets their offense. McConnell swings it around. Thought about it. Marine City working their offense. McConnell into the lane, going to go up with a right hand off glass long. Lamontagne can't pull it down. Marine City with an offensive rebound. Long two on its way. That's up and good for number 20, Chloe Austin. Marine City off to a 5-0 start to start this game.
5-second call on St. Clair on the inbounds. That's 3 turnovers already here in the first minute and 12. So St. Clair is going to have to sustain this to give any chance to have a chance.
Marine City inbounding from the baseline, looking to get it in. They do, just in time from the look of it. McConnell, corner three on its way up, no good. Van Slambrook pulls it down, and here come the Saints. They have numbers if she gets her head up, can't see it. Gonna go into Lamontagne. Kicks it back out lower, long two, up good.
Great shot. One of Sarah's attributes on his team is she's a very good shooter, and she showed it right there.
Marine City brings the ball back down. McConnell drives the lane. Good hands by Van Slambrook. Couldn't come away with it, though. Marine City swings it around.
Oh, good defense by Bohm.
Bohm got a hand on it. Pump fake, up with the shot, up off glass and good. That's number 20, Chloe Austin. Once again, she's off to a 4-point start.
St. Clair deep on the inbounds.
Bohm thought about a long two. No good. Shot attempted there. Shot going to be blocked. Tatum Brooks inside, can't finish, and back comes Marine City. Austin not there. A little bit of a heat check maybe. Lamontagne gets it up to Van Slambrook. 7-2, Marine City with the early lead. Bohm can't handle it, gathers herself. She's guarded by McConnell. Bohm in the corner. Looking to the high post, not there. She's going to need some help. She gets it inside. Van Slambrook. It goes up, blocked by Austin. Van Slambrook up again, blocked by Austin. Brooks comes away with it. McConnell has it. Marine City on a break. Up with the left hand, no good. Brooks with the rebound, and back come the Saints. Going to need a little help. Up to Bohm. Saints break that pressure this time. See if they can settle things in on the offensive end. 3 minutes into the game. 7-2 Mariner lead. McConnell tips it away. Bohm gathers it at midcourt.
St. Clair's going with a high spread right now. They're going a 4 high, trying to get Annalise posted up down low.
And Slambrook looked inside. She'll dribble instead. LaMontagne calling for the basketball. She gets it in the high post, turns, has her back to the basket, drives, up off glass and good.
Great athletic move by Annalise. That was what St. Clair was looking on that play, and it didn't work out exactly like it was supposed to, but at the end, she had a beautiful power move to the hole.
McConnell thought about it. Got it to the wing. Ferrone cross-court pass. Back to McConnell. Thought about a 3 guarded by Bohm. Ferrone once again. She dribbles back to McConnell. 3 from the corner. Up no good. Good box out by LaMontagne. She pulls down the rebound. Annalise LaMontagne looking to take over here. Loses the ball. Goes off of McConnell out of bounds.
Annalise with 3 quick early rebounds in this game, and she's looking very strong. And Sky Gottler just checked in for Tatum Brooks.
Bohm will trigger this one from the baseline. Gets it into Annalise LaMontagne. Looks back inside. Bohm has it. High post. Takes a couple dribbles. Goes up with a shot. Foul called. Shot no good. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Big foul on that play, being that it was on Morgan McConnell. If they could get her in foul trouble, that would be key for St. Clair.
Teams first.
A little bit of a frantic pace at the start of this game, about 4 minutes in.
Yeah, and I tell you what, St. Clair has usually got off to slow starts, but tonight they're withstanding the pressure.
First free throw is up and no good. LaMontagne with 2, Sarah Laura with 2. That's where the Saints are at with 4. McConnell with 3 and Austin with 4 for the Mariners. Second free throw is up and no good. Rebounded there by Austin, and Marine City pushing the pace once again. Austin crosses over. McConnell, corner 3 once again. Just tried one from there and missed. This one is good.
St. Clair's going with a matchup zone, so they're going to have to come out and contest that, especially with McConnell.
Mariners almost forced the Saints into a turnover once again with that full court press. Goes out of bounds. The Saints will keep it though. Gottler looking to inbound. Saints trying to get it in. Long pass. Complete, so to speak, to Bohm at midcourt. Gottler with a little fake, drives baseline. Foul going to be called here on Chloe Austin. Couple trips down, and the Saints are able to draw a foul on the 2 scorers.
Which is phenomenal for them right now. If they can get themselves in the bonus, that would be absolutely huge.
Sky Gottler going to inbound this one from the baseline for the Saints, looking to get it in. Van Slambrook tries to get that one inside to Annalise. Not there, and the Saints going to turn this one over. Ball on the deck. Mariners come away with it. Austin looking to push it. Mariners with a 10-4 lead. Corner, McConnell, will she try it again? She does. Shot up, no good. Annalise with a rebound. She's pushing the pace. Tries to get it in there to Lohr. Not there. Gottler on the deck. Back to Lohr. Had her foot on the baseline, out of bounds to the Mariners.
Pace is still frantic here, Tom.
It is. Not a total surprise as Marine City does come into this one averaging 56 points a game on the offensive end. Schweihofer to the game. Van Slambrook goes to the bench.
St. Clair's in a 1-1-3 zone right now. And McConnell
resets herself, and three-pointer is up and good once again. She's got 9 points to start this thing off, and the Mariners have themselves a 9-point lead. Bohm gathers it once again. She's kind of saving the Saints from turnovers. Gottler calls out the Saints offense. We're at 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. It's 13-4 Marine City. Gottler takes a screen. 2-point jump shot on the way is long and rebounded by the Mariners. Just got that one away before it traveled. They get it to McConnell. Fake goes baseline. Blocked.
Julia
Schweihofer just entered this ball game and makes an immediate impact. That's just what the doctor ordered for the Saints, a little bit of defense. Alexis Joshua in for the Saints to replace Sarah Lohr.
And Isabella Volkman also checked in from Marine City.
Cross-court pass. They're trying to get Mcconnell another three from the corner. They get it. This one's long. Great impact made by Schweihofer early on. A block, a rebound. Full-court pass. Gets it to Gottler. Back to LaMontagne inside. Kicks it to Joshua in the corner. Good sequence there for the Saints. It'd be even better if this one goes. It doesn't. But a foul going to be called on the inside. But it looks like it's going to go against the Saints.
I think it was on Annalise, I believe, on that one.
Maybe a push inside.
Yes, that's what it looked like.
Just under 2 minutes here. Coach Pietrzakowski egging him on for a little defense, down 9. Joshua goes in for the steal, and she comes away with it. She's all by herself, gathers herself, up with the right hand, good. Nice little spark here from a couple of players who came off the bench for the Saints. They get it inside, goes out of bounds, tip to the Saints.
2 straight turnovers for Marine City. St. Clair, taste of their own medicine for Marine City a little bit there.
Alexis Joshua and Julia Schweihofer just ended this game, and their impact is being felt right away. Gottler gets it into Joshua. She's able to split it. It's going to be knocked away, turned over, but Joshua on the deck trying to get the ball back, can't do it. Here comes Chloe Austin. Just under a minute and a half. Austin stops on a dime, puts it up. Rebounded by Schweihofer. You almost wonder if the Saints have to stop buying into this frantic pace. They keep going. LaMontagne had the offensive rebound, can't quite finish, and back comes Marine City. Mcconnell going to drive. Keeps her dribble alive in the baseline. Swings it over. Under a minute to play here. Annalise goes for the steal, can't quite get it. Bats it out of bounds.
Great hustle. 47 seconds left. St. Clair needs to keep this hopefully to a 1 possession for Marine City and then maybe get lucky and get another shot.
Mcconnell in the corner was looking inside, not there. 3 on the way. It's up and good. That looked like Chloe Austin. Oh, nope. Leia Comet.
Yeah. That's their 4-3 already. And Comet just, or
Layla,
Austin.
I think I said Leia. It's Layla.
It's her second foul. So they did take out Chloe Austin. She's got 2 or 4 points right now, so that might help.
Janie Ferrone going to enter the game for McConnell. Probably take that 35 seconds for a little rest and don't commit another foul.
Smart coaching by Jeff Austin there.
Bone going to take this one across the timeline, looks at the clock, sees 30 seconds, gets it up to Gottler. Gottler drives, pulls up, jumper no good. LaMontagne fighting for the rebound on the deck, can't get it. Joshua almost forced it. Saints were looking for a travel. They're going to call this one a 3-point attempt, no good. Joshua loses, it goes right to a Mariner, off glass and good. Right into the hands of Janie Ferrone. Schweihofer gets it up to Joshua.
She'll have to shoot it.
Shot is no good anyways, and that's how we end the first quarter. It's the visiting Mariners 18, the St. Clair Saints 6. We'll be right back after these messages.
Neiman's Family Markets, from produce, deli, bakery, meats, or even bagels. Neiman's Family Markets. They have it all on Kearney Drive in St. Clair. Neiman's Family Markets.
Well, they've got drink specials every day. Rooms upstairs if you want to stay. If you love music, hear it play at the good old Murphy Inn. At the good old Murphy Inn.
Looking for a great spot to enjoy lunch or dinner with fantastic daily food and happy hour specials? Look no further than the Murphy Inn in St. Clair. This is Paul, owner of the Murphy Inn. Our charming Irish pub features different food and drink specials every day of the week, plus live entertainment every Wednesday through Saturday. The Inn even offers 7 unique hotel rooms complete with modern amenities, perfect for overnight stays or a weekend getaway.
There ain't no doubt we're going out to the good old Murphy Inn. To the good old Murphy Inn.
Welcome back to high school basketball here on CTV. Tom Brenner, Todd Coling with you here for a rivalry game on a Friday night at St. Clair High School. As good as it gets.
What more could you ask for on that?
Visiting Mariners with an 18-6 lead, but a pretty exciting first quarter for the most part.
Yes, it was. Marine City was really hitting the 3-point shot, hit 4 threes, and you can see they're very good around the perimeter. They do look for the inside post, but They're not afraid to move it around the key.
Mariners swinging around. Foul going to be called here. Looks like on Annalise Lamontagne. I believe that'll be her second.
Yes.
St. Clair foul number
Just 24
5.
seconds into the second quarter. That's probably going to leave
That was
Coach
her-
Pietrzakowski with no choice but to take her out.
He actually said first, so I don't. But I thought it was her second.
I thought earlier.
Yeah.
Well, they
And
announced
Ta-
it that way.
And Tatum Brooks is looking to check in.
Free throw up and good there for Janie Ferrone. That's her third point of the game. So Brooks does come in for Lamontagne.
So that probably was her second then.
Second free throw also up and good. Make it 20-6, Marine City on top. Saints able to get it in. Lohr has it. Saints with a little bit of numbers poked away from behind.
Well, that was pretty good. St. Clair at least got it up the court. Now they have a sideline out of our baseline out of bounds.
Gottler triggering here. Gets it in. Bohm has to track it down. Bohm dribbles in. She's backing down the defender. Goes up. Can't finish, but draws contact.
Mariner foul number 22, Layla Cumming, her first, team fourth.
Comment knocked down a three earlier in the game. This free throw also up and no good for Bohm. And back comes Morgan McConnell.
I think Christina just needs to settle in here. She's 0 for 3 at the line right now. If she can just hit this one, kind of get her on track to what she needs to do, she's going to be a focal point going forward.
Second one's up and good. That'll probably feel good to watch one go through. Her first point of the night. Make it 20-7, Marine City. Cross court pass. Saints can't track it down and force a turnover. Mariners swinging around. Another three on the way. No good. Offensive rebound, though, for the Mariners. Long two on the way. No good. This time it is rebounded there by Aaron Saros. Out of bounds to Marine City.
She had the rebound and unfortunately lost it.
Marine City able to get it in when they have a 13-point lead. Here's McConnell, guarded by Bohm. A couple of the area's best basketball players
For sure.
going at it head-to-head. Corner, there's McConnell. Has just shot those threes. Got Bohm off her feet with a little fake. Ball stops and the Mariners reset.
St. Clair doing a little better job here on this half-court defense. Marine City's a little baffled by it.
They've kind of forced a couple of those cross-court passes.
Yes.
It feels like St. Clair's probably on the verge of maybe getting a hand on one or forcing a turnover.
You're exactly right. That skip pass is very tough to make.
Good look inside and an easy finish there for Kate McEwen. They tried to get it up ahead to Bohm. She can't handle it. Back comes McConnell after another St. Clair turnover.
St. Clair really needs to stop right now.
McConnell, the top, gets the commands from her head coach, Jeff Austin. Another corner three. This one's up, long, no good. Sky Gottler with a rebound, gets it to Christina Bohm. Here come the Saints. They force it up ahead and another turnover.
That is 10 turnovers right now for St. Clair at the 5:41 mark of the second quarter. That was something we talked about earlier, that they needed to not turn it over, but hopefully they can settle that down.
I'm glad you're keeping track of turnovers, and I'm not glad you're keeping track of turnovers.
I unfortunately am doing it just because I know it's one of those basketball things that the coaches always look at the end of the game. And
Oh, it
say,
makes a big difference, but we only like it if it's not 10.
For sure.
Marine City with a 15-point lead. We're at 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Another corner three. We're not keeping track of corner threes, but man, that's got to be right up there with around that 10 mark as well. Saints look to get it up to Annalise Lamontagne. She somehow gathers herself, tried to get it to Gottler, goes out of bounds, and there's another one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Aaron Saros did a good job to get that rebound. St. Clair's getting the ball down the court. I think they just need to settle it down like you had said earlier. I think the game's a little frantic on the half court for them right now.
Looks like the officials will allow a substitution here.
Chloe Austin checking back in, so.
That's number 13, Janie Ferrone. She'll trigger for the Mariners and get to Morgan McConnell, who has 9 points. She's tonight's leading scorer so far with just about 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. McConnell going to try another 3 and make it 12 points. Up and no good. Rebounded offensively for Marine City, but landed out on the baseline, out of bounds to the Saints.
You know what's interesting too is these coaches who are very well with their team, they know their team so well. They've done a lot of substitutions, which I think keeps the girls fresh.
I'm sure this press has a little something to do with that on the Saints side, and I'm sure the Mariners too. It takes a lot of effort defensively and carried the basketball.
St. Clair actually looks like they can get it up court like we talked about, which is something I know Coach Pietrkowski was worried about in the onset about the full court pressure, and I think they're actually handling that well.
22-7, the Marine City Mariners with the lead. Mariners work it around. McConnell top, gets it to the high post. They look fake. Austin kicks it back out to the wing. Skip pass across. Another one. Saints recover defensively. 4.5 to go. Mariners will take a shot. This one's up and no good. Lohr with the rebound. And the Saints will continue to push. Lohr going to take it in. No one really stepped up to get her. No foul called. And back comes Marine City. McConnell's up ahead if they want it. Gathers, goes up off glass and good.
Wow, what a great job for her to be able to gather ball, put that layup in.
11 points for the senior Morgan McConnell and a 24-7 Marine City lead. Joshua brings it over the timeline. Calls out a play. It almost feels like we haven't had a chance to hear them call out for something offensively because of the pace.
100%. But now I think they hopefully can settle it in.
Corner shot up, no good. LaMontagne goes in, good rebound. See if they get her for a foul. Looks like they'll call this one on Marine City.
Yeah, Katie McEwen over the back.
Number 10, Kate McEwen, her first, team's 5th.
Great job by Annalise to get that rebound there.
It is interesting watching the Saints on this side when they are able to kind of gather themselves. It actually has been pretty successful. They get a good look, they get the ball inside, and get themselves a much higher percentage look at the basket.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
But easier said than done.
Correct.
Marine City's running a nice press.
They do.
And they kind of got, when you're down 17, things are going a little faster. Saints try to get it in. Good defense there by number 20, Chloe Austin.
Erin Saros checking back in for
Saros
St. Clair.
comes back in. She'll check in there for Alexis Joshua. Julia Schweihofer will trigger for the Saints. Looking to get it in. LaMontagne was there, and Joshua knocks it out of bounds once again.
Chloe Austin on that inbounds has knocked away 2 or 3 passes.
We're being heckled, man.
We are. Ooh, another foul. I think that could be on McConnell, but I'm not sure. It was. That was her second foul, I'm sorry.
Her second, team's 6th.
So a 24-7 Marine City lead. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Saints trying to get this in when maybe the third time's its charm. And once again, Austin knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah. Phenomenal. She's using her length right there, anticipating well.
That was about the only way she was going to get that in, is to go over the top. McConnell tries to go in for a steal. Bowman McConnell go for it.
Oh, and there's McConnell's
Oh,
third.
2 quick fouls, so there's the third one.
That would be St. Clair's best chance because now she will be out for the rest of this first half. She's not happy right now.
Jamie Ferrone for the Mariners.
And St. Clair will be in the bonus now for the rest of the quarter. So
That's a big deal. We got 3:40 to go here in the second quarter. And the clock is stopped with Bohm on the line.
and that's what's good when you're down with free throws. Clock is stopped and you get an opportunity for free shots. Christina's gotten the line 5 times already.
Makes her second one. She's got 2 points on the night. Make it 3.
Beautiful.
24-9.
I think this is where St. Clair will have a good chance here.
Be nice if you get yourself on a 5-0 run or something of the sort.
Yes.
7-2, 5-0. Next thing you know, you're down by 9 or 10. Bohm can't quite handle it. Mariners on the deck. They get the ball out. Austin shot up, no good. Bohm goes up for a rebound, lands in the hands of Van Slambrook. And Slambrook pushes it up to Annalise. She tries to save it. I think maybe luckily for the Saints, they can call it out of bounds, and the Mariners can't go the other way.
Yes.
Not that you want to, try to justify a turnover, but if she
Never.
saves that back to them, they got numbers.
Correct.
Gottler was trying to check in just a little bit late. Mariners bring it across. We're heading towards the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. It's high school basketball on CTV. St. Clair Saints hosting the rival Marine City Mariners. Travel going to be called. A rare Marine City turnover.
Correct. And that's one of those things, too, when you know that you have Mcconnell out there, she can control the game. So when you get someone else out there that may be a little unfamiliar with her spot, she might turn it over, and she did there.
Montaigne got it over to Christina Bohm. We're under 3 minutes to go here. Bohm picked up her dribble. Lore looking inside. Good look for LaMontagne. Austin got a hand on it, but they're going to call a foul.
And that's her third. So this is the perfect storm for St. Clair.
I think Jeff Austin's probably asking the official in an extremely nice manner. All of a sudden, you're blowing the whistle quite a bit here, and it seems like they're all going against my squad.
Well, when the fouls are 8-1, I know Jeff's probably definitely thinking that way.
Yep.
St. Clair threw it down to Annalise, and she did her job to get that basketball and draw the foul.
It's never helpful for any coach when your best player is also one of the ones who got 2 quick ones and is on the bench.
Easily, yeah. And that's why I think St. Clair would have their chance now, because they'll be out for the last 2:48, and you can kind of mark it's 24-9 right now, and if they can cut this within single digits, you'd think St. Clair would feel better about themselves going into the half.
Chloe Austin just went to the bench there on the substitution. Senior Annalise LaMontagne. Second one is up, and that one is good. That gets the Saints to double digits. Annalise has 3 points. It's 24-10. 14-point deficit. St. Clair looking to continue to crawl their way back into this ball game. 3-point shot is up and no good.
Whoa.
Good rebound by Christina
Right over
Bohm.
the top.
She's by herself. Got a couple Mariners. She may need a little help. Here comes some help for her. Oh, she looked the way of where there was a Mariner. Sky Gottler was actually here near side. I don't know if you could see it on our broadcast, but
it's funny when you look, a lot of the kids look to the right always, and she was open to her possibly blind side left.
somehow that one makes its way to Christina Bohm. Gets it to Annalise. Annalise takes a dribble to her right. Crowd wanted to travel. So did Jeff Austin. Not there. Goes off the backboard. Annalise saves it, but it's going to go to the Mariners. Sky Gottler got a hand on it. Forces a turnover. Another turnover. We're going back and forth. Oh, my.
Yeah, Mr. Travel there. And you know what? And there, it came right back like it was supposed to, right?
Just like they drew it up.
Yes. That was about, 3 or 4 turnovers in a row.
I think both coaches are going to have to just probably look at each other and smile at some point.
Here we go. Annalise one-on-one.
Annalise one-on-one. She goes to her right. Looks to spin. Goes up off glass. Not there. Gets her own miss.
Wow.
Chaos. Aaron Saros with the basketball. Gets it over to Lore. We're under 2 minutes to go. It was a frantic start. We're looking for a frantic finish to the first half. Lore inside, goes up, and they're going to get her with an offensive foul.
Well, you know, for St. Clair, it's their second team foul, so for the rest of this quarter, they can be very aggressive.
Yep.
You just don't want Annalise to pick up her third foul.
St. Clair foul number 11, Sarah Lore. Her first, team second.
The pace has been so frantic, the Mariners almost just started going. Without the officials. You know, we got to go.
You know, it's almost like a pickup basketball game where they almost don't even need
We'll bring it down and we'll check the basketball and let it fly.
With these two East China schools, I think they are on the honor system.
Yep.
And there we go, another turnover for Marine City. That's 9 for them, so St. Clair's kind of catching back up in that category.
Still a 14-point Mariner lead. 1:32 to go. Gottler will inbound.
There we go.
They get it into Lore. That's how you want to see that press, bro.
And they're doing that successful. Oh, looks like a travel there in Marine City, I think.
Marine City forced another
went back and forth.
Turnover, and then they turned it over themselves.
All right, minute 24 left. St. Clair down 14. See if they can get this closer.
Lore being pressured. Spins, takes it to her left hand, crosses over to her right, gets it to Gottler. She has a one-on-one, looking to get it inside. She'll dribble. And a foul is going to be called.
Sky thinks she turned it over, but I think it's a foul on Marine City.
Yeah.
Coach, you can see Coach Pete Tchaikovsky over there saying, Sky, you're going to the line. The foul was on Mackenzie Labune on that one, her first. 1-1 for St. Clair. This is what we were talking about, Tom, that this is where the clock stops and you're at the free throw line, and good opportunity.
Free throw up and no good, but Christina Bohm with a massive offensive rebound. Looks to go up with it, goes off glass, not there. Marine City comes away with it. It's 1-on-2. See if they force the issue. They do. Trout calling for a walk, not there. Back inside again. Bohm got a hand on it. Mariners pull it out. Thought about the three, drives the lane, might have been tipped again.
I think so.
Out of bounds. Looks like it's going to go off a Lure and stay with Marine City.
All right, 50 seconds to go here.
We might have to invest in an instant replay system here at some point. This is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's still Marine City 24, St. Clair 10. Marine City inbound. Got a pretty good look. They force a turnover. Here comes Erin Seros. She's one-on-one. Goes to her left hand. Gathers herself.
Oh,
yeah. And good.
That's what St. Clair was looking for. A little bit of pressure. If they could get one stop here, cut it to 10, I tell you, I think they'd feel okay.
12-point Mariner lead. Marine City working it around. They've played a few minutes, and they've actually done a pretty nice job without Morgan Mcconnell after she got in foul trouble. Picked up her third. 24 seconds to go. Mariners working it around. Three-point attempt on its way, no good, but the Mariners get the rebound. LaMontagne went for the steal, not there. 14 seconds on the clock. This shot up, no good. Offensive rebound and an easy finish there for number 13, Janie Ferrone. Saints try to get it in, can't get themselves a last-second shot, and that's how we end the first half. It's the visiting Mariners, 26, the St. Clair Saints, 12. We'll be back for third quarter action on CTV after these messages.
North Star Bank, your local community bank serving St. Clair, Sandlak, Huron, and Washtenaw counties. When you need a local community bank for home loans, checking, savings, and other banking needs, North Star Bank is the community bank that you want to deal with. The bank that will take care of all your personal and business needs. North Star Bank has a new mobile application that you can download to make banking even easier. North Star Bank, guiding the way. Member FDIC.
The choice is yours at St. Clair Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Choose better service. Choose more for your trade, because we really do care in St. Clair.
Choose a better car buying experience at St. Clair Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, where you'll get all your rebates and the lowest price.
They really do care in St. Clair.
We are St. Clair County's highest volume dealer.
St. Clair Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge.
Just minutes from everywhere.
Welcome back to St. Clair High School. Tom Brenner, Todd Coling here with you on CTV. Todd, we're getting ready for the third quarter. It's Marine City 26, St. Clair 12. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but that first half was frantic, full of turnovers, and some three balls.
And you just wonder if Coach Pietrkowski is able to settle his team down a little bit. I thought they got the ball up past half court like they were afraid of, but they just turned it over a lot on the other side.
Of note here to start the third quarter, Morgan Mcconnell, who's tonight's leading scorer so far with 11 points, will start the third quarter. She has 3 fouls and sat out the last few minutes of the first half. Mariners working it around. They've showed good pace and good ball movement throughout that first half on their way to a 14-point lead, but they were absolutely led by their ability to force St. Clair into turnovers. Sky Gottlieb reached in looking for a turnover. Lore is on McConnell here. She cuts her off, still trying to get to the rim with her right. Does go off glass, up no good. Almost got it to fall. LaMontagne pushing it once again. Christina Bohm yet to get a field goal until now. Her first field goal of the night.
Hey, best time to get it. Start that second half.
Gives her 5 points, 3 free throws, and her first bucket. It's 26-14. Another turnover. Van Slambrook has it. Tries to get it ahead to Bohm. Knocked away and gathered in, but finally out of bounds, and the Saints will keep the basketball. Good hustle there by number 22, Layla Comment.
This is the best start for St. Clair to start the second half that they could ask for.
Still haven't reached that minute into the third quarter here. Good look there off the inbounds, but couldn't quite finish.
I think they got a foul on Annalise over the back, but I'm not sure.
I think that'll be her third.
St. Clair foul number 5, Annalise Lamontagne, her second, team's first.
He keeps saying second.
Yeah.
I believe it's her third. I'm pretty sure. Boy, if that putback would have went in for Laura, that would have cut it to a 10-point game in the first minute of the second half. Now they got Laura with the pushing on Mcconnell.
St. Clair foul number 11, Sarah Lohr, her second, team second.
Saints with a couple of quick fouls here. 2 team fouls in the first minute of the third quarter. Mariners get into McConnell. She's guarded by Lohr. Takes it to her left hand, gets it inside.
Nice
Good look inside, but Bohm with a block and a gather. What a nice play there by Christina Bohm. Picks up her dribble and then turns the basketball over.
Boy, that was a great sequence there. Beautiful pass by Morgan down low on the bounce pass, and then Bohm comes in to block it.
Layla Comment stepped in to force a St. Clair turnover, but then traveled, and the basketball goes back to St. Clair. 6:48 to go in the third. Marine City 26, St. Clair 14. And Slambrook picks up her dribble, tries to get it. She stepped over the timeline, and another St. Clair turnover.
Some early turnovers here, kind of like we had in the first half. So you almost think that this pace probably is not going to stop just the way it's going.
Yep. Mcconnell picked up her dribble. Saints showing good pressure. The Mariners going to have to get this one across, and they do. Comment with the basketball, guarded by Christina Bohm. Saints still showing good energy on the defensive end. Got the Mariners in their half-court offense. McConnell thought about it, drives, penetrates, gets it inside once again. This time the layup is up and good for number 10, Kate McEwen. Good look there for Morgan McConnell.
That's what Morgan does great. She can not only facilitate with the three-pointer, but she's definitely the leader of this team.
And Slambrook drove baseline, thought about it, got it up to Bohm, guarded by McConnell. Bohm with her right hand, back to her left, crosses over, drives the lane, goes up off glass, no good, but a foul here on Austin.
And that will be her fourth, so you know she will be coming out right away, and that actually might take her out for the rest of the quarter.
I imagine as long as there's a double-digit lead, and that's probably the case.
I would think you're right, yeah. They definitely, I don't think, want to lose her, although Ferrone's done a very good job even when Austin and McConnell are out, so she can definitely handle the point.
Bohm's free throw up, no good. Mackenzie Laboon will come in for Austin.
And I noticed that McConnell's actually playing on Bohm too, so that could help if they could get her on a fourth foul.
Second one up and good for Christina Bohm. Give her 6 points. She's kind of coming alive on the score sheet a little bit, which is a good sign for the Saints. They're down 13 under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mariners work it around. They get it in the paint. Right hand up, no good, and rebounded by Gottler.
Look up, Sky. There she goes.
Annalise Lamontagne has it. She gets it up close and
scores.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, that was St. Clair did a great job. Defensive rebound by Sky. Looked straight up. Annalise gathered, scores. We're down to 11 points here.
I don't know about you, but I've kind of got this feeling a little bit there in the second quarter. It's kind of the same thing. They're down 12, 13 points. Got a little momentum going, and they got to find a way to kind of keep it going.
For sure, yeah. And I think Coach Pietrkowski would say the same thing. If they can get it within 6 to 8 going into the fourth quarter, I think he would feel okay with that.
Mariners get the basketball in. That's Janie Ferrone. She drives to the right, goes up off glass and good. Good looking layup there from Janie Ferrone. She has herself 8 points. It's another St. Clair turnover. I may have just announcers jinxed them big time.
No, I think it's just what's happening in this game. That's all it is.
This one going to go out of grounds after a long attempt. Stays with the Mariners. Couple of Saints come in. Schweihofer and Saros. They'll enter for Lawrence Van Slambrook. Probably a couple good substitutions there.
Yes.
30-17, Mariners on top. They get the basketball in. Good steal by Annalise Lamontagne. reach in there by the Mariners.
Should be a foul on Marine City, I think, on the reach. Yes.
I think Layla Comment will be called, I would assume.
Mariner foul number 10,
Kate McEwen, I think, had a hand in there as well.
Okay.
That's who's getting the foul, no matter what we think or what I saw.
Yeah. It was one of the two was going to get the foul there.
Team fouls are 2 each. Mariners still showing that pressure. Good looking pass, good looking break for the Saints. Inside to LaMontagne, goes up with it, can't finish. And McConnell has it. She's pushing the basketball, gets into the lane, gets herself a little 6-foot jumper, no good. Bone with the rebound. 2 Mariners are down to see if the Saints can take advantage.
Should have numbers here.
Gottler thought about the 3, gets it in the corner. A better looking 3 on its way, no good. And the Mariners with a clean rebound, and they push it ahead. We're under 4.5 to go. Mariners on the break. Gottler cuts her off, gets it up ahead. LaMontagne on the deck as always, and Bohm comes away with it.
Annalise, I think, needs to wear some knee pads. She is all over the place.
Mariners still showing the pressure. Bohm picks it up, gets it to LaMontagne, turns to the basket, gets it across to Saros, to the bucket. In the corner, Gottler drives baseline. Back to Bohm. Saints working it around long, 2. Up, no good. Almost was a pass. Finish not there. LaMontagne doesn't pick up the call. And McConnell goes the other way and scores.
Oh, and the
official looked like he was going to count
He
it.
was almost going to call either a block or a charge, and he let it go. That would have been huge if it was a charge. It would have been McConnell's 4th.
32-17. Clock going to stop with 3:49 to go here in the third quarter. 15-point Marine City lead. I got McConnell at 13 points.
Yes. You know, you made a big point just a minute ago that St. Clair was trying to get over the hump, and they had a couple opportunities, like you said, and then Marine City came back down with a dagger there with McConnell with that driving layup, and they also had, I think Kate McEwen hit a putback for them too. So St. Clair had that chance, but, you know, give credit to Marine City. They're just going to keep coming and coming. That's what they're trained to do.
That press has absolutely been relentless, and even when the Saints break it, it takes so much effort and energy, physically and mentally, to make that happen after you turn it over, like you said, a bunch of times.
Yeah,
and then you get it across, and all you're thinking is, all right, we survived that part. Now we got to get a bucket.
Well, yeah, and it's interesting to your point because when Marine City breaks the press, they set up in the half-court offense. While St. Clair maybe gets about 8 to 10 seconds, and that shot is kind of going up. And I don't know if it's because they're trailing that they're thinking that, but the half-court offense, you know, is more patient for Marine City. But that's just, you know, how it is with having a great basketball program that Marine City has with Jeff Austin.
You can even see here out of a timeout, they obviously bring that press once again. Brooks has it. She picks up her dribble, turns to the bucket, looking for help. She has help there from Saros. Saints will settle things down, which I think is probably what they're going to have to try to do, which is awfully tough, as you mentioned.
Beautiful backdoor
Great
pass.
look inside the ball. Can't finish, but she's going to the line.
Yes, great job by Erin Saros. St. Clair went with a 4-high look, and on that pass, she went backdoor, and Christina again to the line.
Avery Osterlin, her first, team's third.
Avery Osterlin is going to be called for the foul. Bohm's free throw on its way, and this one's good. Give her 7 on the night. She's went to the line a bunch of times. She's starting to get herself back on track a little bit, but man, they're going to need to go down the rest of the way.
And she's 5 for 10 at the line.
Ends up right back in the hands of Brooks. Off the glass, can't finish. Back into the hands of Bohm. Can she go up and finish? No. Almost got a rebound, and back come the Mariners.
And that's what you've been talking about, Tom, is that one play that they just can't get the...
McConnell thought about it. Fakes, jumper on the way, off the rim, off the glass, no good. Back to McConnell. She's in the corner, guarded by Bohm. Drives up with the right hand, up. They call her for a travel.
Wow. St. Clair needed that one right there.
Just as we mentioned, this is going to be the moments, no matter a travel or not.
Correct.
If the Saints can't get a bucket here, it's not to say it doesn't mean anything, but at some point they have to answer these Mariner turnovers.
Well, that's true. You'd almost think Coach Pietrkowski's got to be thinking in the points where Marine City's at 32 right now. You probably know they're going to score about 40 points possibly, so he knows St. Clair's going to have to push it and try to get some buckets.
Brooks. Shot up, rolls in. That's a big bucket.
It was. He had a nice soft touch on that. Hit the rim once or twice and went straight in. Cuts it to 12. It's kind of where we've been for the majority of the game. It's been about a 10 to 14 point game.
Mariner turnover back to the Saints.
And that's now the interesting thing too is Marine City has 7 turnovers to start the second half, and St. Clair has 3. So that's something that's good for St. Clair.
Three Mariner team fouls to 2 for the Saints. St. Clair trying to get it in. That one went off of Julia Schweihofer. I think she thought it was tipped by her Mariners. It looked like she kind of let the ball go, thinking that.
I think she did too. It was over on the sideline, out of bounds, and it was a bang-bang play with her and another opponent, and unfortunately it went against Julia on that one.
Officials thought the Saints were going to go for a substitution.
Correct.
They were going to allow it and then maybe not allow it, and then Laura took a seat.
Well, maybe Coach wanted her for offense, probably.
Right.
And he figured, you know what, it's defense. Let's.
Right. Mcconnell, no good. Rebounded there by Saros. Back come the Saints. Gets it ahead. LaMontagne has it. Gathers herself. Gets to her right hand. Up.
Oh,
good.
there you go.
Rebounded.
Wow. Tatum Brooks.
And Elise was frustrated by the miss, and next thing you know, Brooks is finishing.
I tell you, Tatum's come out. Did he get 2 quick baskets for St. Clair, which is phenomenal. Oh.
Saints get to within 10. McConnell goes up and gets a big bucket for the Mariners. Good response there.
She pretty much went coast to coast.
Another opportunity, but she can't gather it in. Goes out of bounds. Sarah Laura will come into the game for Brooks, who gave the team a big spark there.
Big, huge. 4 points and 2 rebounds there in a matter of a couple minutes for Tatum. That's the energy that they need. St. Clair going with Aaron Saros directly on McConnell. Oh.
Look, good easy bucket there for Avery Olsen on her first of the game. The Saints just made a substitution. I imagine there was some sort of miscommunication.
You can definitely see it was, yeah.
They get it ahead. Christina Bohm off glass, spins and comes out somehow.
Now Marine City's got somebody deep.
Mariners push it back up. Fake, goes to the baseline, picks it up, swings it back around. McConnell, 3 on the way, off the rim and no good. Out of bounds to the Saints. We're at the 128 mark. Marine City 36, St. Clair 22. It's high school basketball on CTV. Tom Brenner, Todd Colling with you here tonight. We thank you for watching, either on the app or on watchctv.org or YouTube. Don't forget about YouTube.
All of them, yeah. With today in technology, there's a lot of options.
LaMontagne inside once again, fights for the basketball, goes up and good.
Wow. Good job by Annalise. St. Clair's doing a good job, really trying to get the ball deep down low. Like, that's their game plan, and they're going for it. Oh, nice steal by Julia.
By Schweihofer, and she keeps
and
it alive.
Gets a foul.
It almost was going to be a jump ball, but because she ripped it, they committed a foul.
Mariner foul number 14, Mackenzie LeBoon.
Her second.
Grand Slam Brooke going to come into the game for the Saints. She takes the place of Aaron Saros, who did some nice things for Coach Pietrkowski.
Yeah, St. Clair's really looking to get the ball down court. You can see even on any out-of-bounds play, it's almost like that football pass mentality. And there they go again. Oh, they called an over back on St. Clair, and it looked like Marine City had tipped it, but the officials are going to talk about it. So this would be big for St. Clair.
It sure appeared to me like the ball was tipped.
For sure. I think it definitely was tipped. The way the ball had gone, it went backwards, and the St. Clair girl was going on the other side of half court, and you could tell when the ball went backwards, the St. Clair girl didn't tip it herself.
The tough thing about this conversation is the official who blew the whistle was the far side referee.
Correct.
And he's doing a good job of consulting. They are doing a great job of talking it over. But it doesn't look like they're on the same page.
Yep. And they're going to look. I'm thinking they're saying tip white ball. Yeah, they did. Well, that's big for St. Clair. They actually needed it. I mean, and that's what's good about the officials having 3 of them here. That tells you in the case, he's going up to Coach Austin, explaining to him that, hey, I was on the other side. He had the better angle.
It is interesting. You could probably tell me better as a coach. How does that work? I mean, this isn't the NBA with reviews and replay and things like that. At what point does that become, I want to say dicey, but if you're Jeff Austin, what are you thinking right now?
Well, you're thinking, you called it, but then you want you want to know why you would make that call. And I think in that case, the official that was nearest to the play had seen it, and he immediately went over to the far side official and told him, hey, I saw that it was tipped in that case. And he said, well, I couldn't see it from my angle. And, they're still over there talking about it. And I think Coach Austin's probably understanding, saying, I get it.
You can see why both coaches, the initial upset position by the Saints, and of course Coach Austin thinking to himself, geez, you made the call, you seemed pretty confident in it the first time.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden we're changing things over.
Correct.
It's still a Mariner 12-point lead with 1:01 to go here in the third. Montaigne free throw up, and that one is good. Give her 8 points on the night. Van Slambrook went in for it, got a hand on it. Looks like it goes out of bounds. Off of Van Slambrook, I think they're saying. Stays with Marine City. This is a big 52 seconds. That's what we got left here in the third quarter.
And that's how the end of the quarters have been. St. Clair hasn't been able to close out the end of the quarter, I noticed, on both the quarters to end. So let's see if they can change that.
Mcconnell inbounds. Mariners have done a nice job on these inbound plays. Long 2 on the way. No good. Van Slambrook gets their hand in there. Ball's still alive, and a good look by Mcconnell. Mariners can't finish. McConnell still has it. Gets it back out. We're under about 35 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, 2 chances right here on offensive rebounds from Marine City.
Layla Comment with the basketball. Back to McConnell. Pietrzakowski begging his team for a defensive stop. He's going to call a reach-in foul on Sarah Lohr.
Be her third. Tough call, 24 seconds to go. This is what we were talking about at the end of the quarter.
St. Clair foul number 5, Annalise LaMontagne, first serve.
Well, they announced it as Annalise LaMontagne, so maybe it was something down low.
Well, we're going to find out because now she just went over the back for a foul. And
so the interesting thing here is that we've basically had Annalise with one more foul than they've announced this whole time. I believe they just announced her 4th foul.
Yes.
We have her, I believe, at 5.
For sure.
So if she comes back, then we know that they're keeping it at 4.
And I tell you, right after she fouled, she immediately ran off the court. Now, I don't know if that was her way of saying, I know I have 5.
Right.
Sometimes your body language tells you that. But
yeah, or maybe just, I know that he's not going to let me finish this out and maybe foul out in the third quarter.
Look at
McConnell battling there, and Brooks almost came away with it, goes off the Mariners. St. Clair will have the basketball with 11 seconds to go. If they can get a bucket here, that would be huge. They're down 11 points. If you're the Saints, you're kind of like, let's give it the basketball here.
Yeah.
Bohm
She's got a
clock's
dribble.
at 10. Brooks has the basketball, looking ahead. She dribbles it across the timeline. We're at 5, 4. And Slambrook.
And I got time.
Ball goes out of bounds. Saints will keep it, but they only have 2 seconds. It goes to the Mariners with 2 seconds.
Oh. I don't know if they'll be able to get a shot off.
If you're the Saints, just run away.
Yes, for sure. Don't get the ticky-tack foul.
Clock will hit 0, and that's how we end it. That is what I would say is called an interesting third quarter here on CTV. It's Marine City 36, St. Clair 25. Should be a great fourth quarter on CTV. We'll be right back after these messages.
The choice is yours at St. Clair Chevrolet Buick GMC.
Choose better service. Choose more for your trade.
Because we really do care in St. Clair.
Choose a better car buying experience when you shop 3 brands under one roof at St. Clair Chevrolet Buick GMC, where you'll get all your rebates and the lowest price, plus free pickup and delivery to your home or office.
We are St. Clair County's highest volume dealer.
Chevrolet Buick GMC.
Just minutes from everywhere.
Welcome back. We're gearing up for what should be an electric fourth quarter on CTV. Tom Brenner, Todd Colling here with you. It's Marine City 36, St. Clair 25. Todd, Saints actually had a pretty big positive you brought up there during the break.
Yeah, they won the quarter by 3 points. And I think they're doing a good job of actually getting in the half court and doing a better job. They only had 5 turnovers in that quarter. They had 15 in the first half. So, and now Sarah Laura's actually going to the line. And, you know, this game could come down to free throws. And for St. Clair, any stoppage of the clock and getting to the free throw line is no time off the clock and an opportunity for free baskets. So St. Clair, and you alluded to it earlier, that they need to take advantage of this.
We mentioned earlier, but just in case you're tuning in, Marine City came into this one 7-1, 2-0 in the gold. St. Clair 1-5 and 1-1 in the gold.
And the numbers are kind of deceiving with St. Clair being 1-5. They only get outscored by an average of 8 points a game, so they've been in a lot of close games.
Free throw up and good there for Sarah Lohr. She has 3 on the night.
No, 10-point game, I believe, right?
Brooks turns it over.
I think Coach Pietrkowski, he had this opportunity to say, I'm down 10 with the way the game's gone. I think he'd be okay with that. He just knows he's going to have to keep going. And the girls have gone hard, both teams.
That was Isabella Volkman bringing it up. Mcconnell takes it baseline. She's bumped there by Tatum Brooks. She'll pick up her foul. Mariners picked up a bunch of fouls there quickly.
They really did, yeah. And that's why I think it's going to come down to free throws. You know, you're almost in the bonus for both teams here.
Volkman gets it in. It's to Kate McEwen. Top Connell. They look for that corner 3, not there. Volkman looking to get inside. Brooks being pretty aggressive defensively and picks up another foul. Picked up 2 quick ones there in about a span of 15 seconds.
And I would definitely say, unfortunately, Annalise is fouled out. St. Clair's checking in, and you can see her, unfortunately, on the bench. So I think that might hurt down the stretch. But you know what? She'll be able to cheer on her teammates.
Did they announce her with 5?
I didn't hear them say that, but I was thinking in my head, well, you know, unless Coach Petro's going to, if she had 4, he might think to, you know, bring her back in at the 4-minute mark. But at some point, he would have to say, hey, I got to get her in the game. Marine City's calling a timeout here.
It's a 10-point ball game. We're just 45 seconds into the 4th quarter. Marine City 36. The host Saints 26. Morgan McConnell has 15 points for the Mariners. She's followed by Janie Ferrone, who has 8.
And then
Kate McEwen has 4. So does Chloe Austin, but she's been pretty quiet since her big first quarter. And Layla Comment has 3. I believe that rounds out for the Mariners.
And Avery Osterlin does have 2 points.
2 points. Yep, good call. I see her at the bottom there. Annalise Lamontagne is leading the Saints with 8 points, followed by Christina Bohm, who has 7, but almost exclusively from the free throw line.
Correct.
Tatum Brooks just came in with a big 4 points. Sarah Lohr with 3, Aaron Saros with 2, and same with Alexis Joshua.
I haven't seen Alexis Joshua. You know, I didn't even realize, but
she's not actually in the gym right now.
You know, she's not even on the bench. I didn't even realize that until now, you know, because I thought she gave a good spark to St. Clair earlier. But something must have got hurt or something.
She brings good energy in more ways than one.
For sure, yeah. All right, Marine City inbound and underneath.
Right hand not there. Bohm had it for a second, then goes up, and that's going to be an and 1. Bohm couldn't handle it. Kate McEwen got the rebound right out of her hands, went up, finished, and drew the foul.
And I tell you, that is exactly what you have talked about this entire telecast, how can't get over the hump. And Christina had the ball, stole it, gets the rebound, scores. Now she's at the line to try to increase this to a 13-point lead.
And to add insult to injury, Christina commits the foul.
Correct.
Free throw up, and that one somehow rolls in. 7 points for Kate McEwen, and Coach Pietrkowski going to take a timeout, 30-second timeout. His Saints are down 13, but they still have 7:07. This has been an action-packed 53 seconds. The clock's been stopped a lot from all these free throws.
Yeah, and this is what we, had said, that the clock is going to stop. The game in the last 7 minutes is probably going to be 20 minutes of basketball. So it's, make sure your knees are ready because you're going to be at the free throw line, and just take your time and knock them down. And I think whoever does that will do a good job. St. Clair, for instance, has been to the line 17 times tonight, and they've actually hit 8 of 17. So, so they're right about a little over 50%, but in Marine City's actually only been to the line 3 times tonight. So that would be St. Clair's, an attribute for them to be able to try to get to the line the rest of the game.
We kind of mentioned it earlier. This is no surprise to see the Mariners kind of filling it up a little bit. They lead the Golds with 56.8 points a game. They give up this 37.1. They are the second best defensive team statistically in the Gold and the number 1 offense in the Gold.
They're going to call Christina Bone for the foul there. Oh, wait. Maybe I was wrong. Oh. Yeah, and I think that's a player control, so it should be a free throws coming the other way.
Good call on your part there. It's 39-26. We're at the 6:57 mark of the fourth quarter, and Annalise Lamontaine's coming into the game.
Hey, I was wrong then the whole entire telecast. How would I go against Coach White?
Yep.
What was I thinking?
Annalise is having a pretty nice day.
Correct.
Earlier today, got to mention that she signed her letter of intent to run cross country and track at St. Clair County Community College.
And that's phenomenal for her, and that's phenomenal for these athletes to be able to do that. I love when they have the signing day. Chloe Austin knocks both free throws down to increase the lead to 15.
Allie Champion used to be on the basketball team as well. It's worth noting that she signed to play soccer at Jackson Community College. And a couple of my boys from the cross-country team signed to run at SC4 as well, Ray Hill and Cam Land. So it was a fun afternoon, and then Annalise got to go home, get a little snack, and then come to the gym.
What more can you ask for, right?
That's how you dream it. That's what you dream of when you're a high schooler on a Friday.
Yeah, and it's great to see these kids that all are multi-sport athletes. I tell you what, they develop so much. We were talking with Coach Pietrkowski before the game about the different coaches you can have and the impact they have on kids, and it's just great for them to be able to have a lot of different coaches, players they play with.
Boom, free throw no good. This one's going to go off the hands of Marine City, and the Saints will get another shot at it. Lead's ballooned up to a 15-point lead. Marine City 41, St. Clair 26. Gottler will trigger from the baseline, trying to get it in. Does throw it up. Lamontagne can't get it. McConnell's all by herself. Goes up with the right hand off the glass and good. Give her 17 points on the night. 43-26. It's up to a 17-point lead. Another St. Clair turnover. Mariners were looking up. Lord commits a foul.
That'll be her fourth, I believe. Boy, it's funny how, not funny, but at the end of the third quarter, it was 36-25. All of a sudden, Marine City has outscored St. Clair 7-1 in the first minute and a half. And boy, Coach Austin must have said something in that end of the third quarter and said, girls, get after it.
Well, even that last time out he took, they were actually going pretty good.
Yes.
But there was obviously something he saw where he wanted to kind of reset the team a little bit and say, we're better than this, I think.
He had to have at that point.
This one's up and no good. Saros trying to save it.
Look at McConnell diving on the floor. And she's the one with the knee pads.
A little contact. No foul going to be called. They'll keep the basketball with Marine City. McConnell will trigger once again for the Mariners. Aaron Saros, just a freshman for the Saints.
Pretty phenomenal to be a freshman, be able to play varsity.
Mariners with another good-looking inbounds play. They reset themselves with 6:15 to go in the fourth quarter. They have an 18-point lead. Team fouls, St. Clair has committed 9 here in the second half, and the Mariners have committed 7. This is up and good. That's Chloe Austin. Make it a 20-point lead.
Just like that.
Another St. Clair turnover. Back comes Marine City. Laura is in pursuit. She puts a stop to it. Mariners come up with it once again. Jump shot from the free throw line. Up, no good. Laura has the rebound. Keeps her dribble alive. Gets it over to Gottler. Saros to Bohm. Bohm picks it up, skips it across. Gottler, lower, long two, up, no good. LaMontagne is there for it, cleans it up, can't finish. And back come the Mariners. Chloe Austin with the basketball, brings it across the timeline. We're under 5.5 to go. McConnell with it, guarded by Saros.
You got to think Marine City's going to try to slow this game down with a 20-point lead right here.
Milk the clock a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, the rest of the St. Clair bench, the entire bench is over it. It's ready to check in.
Yeah, get the fresh legs.
Austin gets it over, looking for McConnell in the corner. She drives baseline pretty quick. What a nice looking pass inside to Kate McEwen for an easy bucket. That's happened a couple times.
For anybody that has not seen Morgan McConnell play, you know that she is a tremendous competitor. Absolutely tremendous.
Right on cue, she aggressively knocks one out of bounds right into the pit. Good to see a good amount of students come out and support tonight.
Yes, especially when these East China teams play, you're always going to get that no matter where the game's at, St. Clair or Marine City.
Brooks gets it in. Annalise LaMontagne drives with her right hand, gets it over. Van Slambrook falls down. McConnell gets on the deck. Jump ball going to be called with the possession arrows in favor of Marine City.
I don't think there is ever going to be any quit in Morgan McConnell. No matter what, as long as it's not all zeros, she's going.
Layla Comment will try to get it in. She does. Gets it up to Janie Ferrone. Cross McConnell, an easy bucket. She's at 19 points. She's a free throw away from hitting that 20-point mark. Saints able to maintain inside. LaMontagne is quickly double teamed, can't finish. Almost committed her 5th or maybe 6th foul for all we know.
Yeah, right. NBA rules, I think, here.
Heading toward the 4-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Marine City 50, St. Clair 26. Morgan McConnell takes a big deep breath, couple dribbles and resets. Mariners trying to get it inside to Austin. Layla Comment with the basketball, guarded by Bohm. Gets it over to Janie Ferrone, looking inside. Trying to get the ball to Kate McEwen. Dishes it back outside, couple dribbles. Mariners will probably be pretty picky about what kind of shot they take here.
I think you're right. I don't think you'd see another three-pointer unless it was, I don't even think they would take it. I think the coach is making concerted effort, like you had said, to get the ball down low, and there's McEwen. And there she is.
Easy bucket for Kate McEwen. I got her going into double digits with 11 points.
Correct. That shows you the versatility of that team to be able to have somebody go in the post and get 11 points. It's very good.
If they can somehow get Janie Ferrone a bucket, she'll join the double-digit group. Good effort there from Chloe Austin. Knocked the ball out of bounds, but the basketball stays with the Saints. 3:20 to go here on CTV. It's a 26-point Mariner lead, but this has actually been a pretty entertaining basketball game.
It really has. It's been anywhere from 10 to 14 points. St. Clair, I think, got it to 10 early in this quarter. Actually, it was 36-26, and actually, Marine City's actually gone on a 16-0 run. Oh! And the ball got stuck in the rim on a foul. They're looking to see who can go get that basketball.
I think some of those bench players were hoping to get in there and try to go after it.
Mariner foul number 30, Avery Osterman. First, second, team's 8.
Tatum Brooks has showed some signs of some good play.
Correct.
Had a couple timely buckets and kind of sparked the Saints to keep within that double-digit range. Kind of kept them within that 12, 11, even 10-point deficit.
The bank was open.
Off glass and good. Second one up, no good. Christina Bohm with a nice aggressive rebound. Brings the ball down a little bit, and jump ball is Kelsey to Snyder. Got her hands in there. 3:10 is what's left. 25-point Marine City lead. 52-27. Van Slambrook will trigger.
St. Clair did end a 16-0 run there with that one free throw by Brooks.
16-0 run is something else, tell you that.
Yeah, especially when it was a 10-point game. I mean, that pretty much told the story of the fourth quarter, obviously.
McConnell drives the lane, goes up with the right hand. That was a nifty looking move, and what a finish by Morgan McConnell. Give her 21 points on the night. Van Slambrook takes a couple dribbles. McConnell reached in, and they're going to get her for a foul.
Boy, there's this, she's like the Energizer Bunny, right? What's interesting about her is she made her first 9 points were three-pointers. Ever since then, I think she actually abandoned the three and has gotten out to the hoop, whether they're driving layups or transition steals.
You can tell that she plays a ton of basketball.
Oh, 100%.
That first quarter, she was on fire from the corner three. And good coaching mixed with good basketball IQ and a kid who plays a lot of basketball, she dished it off so many times. She'd fake that three. The Saints fell for it, of course, right?
Yeah,
she's knocking down her threes.
yeah, why
she's driving the lane and either getting an easy layup or a good look or an easy pass.
Correct. She facilitates everything. And you are right about her playing basketball. And, you know, it's one thing I'm sure Coach Austin would tell you is that these girls have put a lot of time in, and they bought into it. And because you buy into it, that's why you're the Matt Gold, you know, leading team, the team to beat. You know, multiple-time district champs, gotten to regionals a couple times. Very well coached and very well athletic too.
Mariners were looking to get it inside, but they'll kind of work it around. Isabella Volkman gets it to Austin. Three-point shot is tipped. Van Slambrook will come away with it for the Saints. We're at the 2-minute mark. Van Slambrook pushing the pace. Keeps it with the right hand, goes up off glass. Can't quite finish, but draws the foul.
That shot was backboard, double rim, and it's kind of felt like a lot of St. Clair shots that just would not fall when they really needed them.
Number 21, Kelsey Snyder, her first.
Other gold action tonight. Center line was at Lake Shore, and Marysville was over at Lance Cruz. Marysville also 2-0 entering the night in the gold. That's who I'm sure Marine City's got their eyes on.
Yeah, St. Clair had played Marysville earlier in Marysville. They actually had the lead in the game in the second half. They ended up losing, I believe it was 47-42, but it was a great game, and it will show you Marine City Marysville is very similar to like St. Clair and Marine City.
Slambrook free throw up, no good, goes out of bounds to the Mariners.
Page hit 1 of 2, and that's kind of been St. Clair's story tonight. I think they're about 50% from the free throw line tonight.
Mariners get it across the timeline. That's number 11, Madison Pollock, excuse me.
Yep.
Lohr spins, loses the basketball. Marine City came up with it.
Looks like a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Marine City. This is the type of game, you know, these coaches, I noticed there was a lot of substitutions, and they try to keep everybody fresh. Feel a little bad, St. Clair only having 8 out there tonight, losing Joshua earlier in the game hurt. This is a nice time for these girls that are in now to, you know, to try to get that varsity experience, and that maybe sometimes they don't always get. So, especially in a rivalry game like this.
Lohr knocks it out of bounds. We'll stay with Marine City. We're at the 125 mark in the fourth quarter. Marine City 54, St. Clair 28. 10 Mariner fouls and 9 Saints fouls. Plenty of whistles here in the second half. Both teams in the bonus. And a Marine City timeout.
And that is Jeff Austin coaching right there. He is up 26, couldn't get the ball in. He's got probably 2 or 3 timeouts left in his pocket, which most coaches will leave in the fourth quarter. And he says, you know, we're going to call play.
And we're not going to turn the ball over.
Correct. Yes.
I have no idea how many turnovers they have. It's not a ton.
No, they had 11 in the first half. They had 9 in the second half, which is 20, which I'm sure coach will not be happy about that. St. Clair's over at 23 turnovers. So, I mean, yes, there's going to be turnovers, but, you know, when you play a fast-paced game like this, you're going to see it. The effort out here was great by both teams, despite the turnovers. I don't think that really took away from the game.
Just kind of looking at the numbers here as we kill a little time. Just a quick glance at it, I believe the Mariners are the number 1 offense in the entire MAC.
For sure. They're that good.
Just kind of looking at it, looks like maybe Lakeview up in the blue is averaging 53 a game.
Yeah, Lakeview's a very good. I tell you what, Lakeview playing Marine City, if you ever want to go see a great basketball game, great job by Mr. Charette down there and Coach Austin. That'd be a great matchup.
South Lake down in the silver, averaging 49 a game. Basically 50, and Lincoln actually down in the bronze. They're averaging 48, and same with East Point. Mariners come away with it. We're heading towards the 1 minute to go mark here in the 4th quarter on CTV. Tom Brenner, Todd Cullen getting ready to wrap things up. Mariners nursing a 26-point lead. Screen, good-looking cut, good-looking pass. Shot up, no good. Rebound was there. Saros comes away with it. Gets it up ahead. Gottler gets it over. Schweihofer, shot up, no good. Marine City with another one and done. That's another one of those things. It feels like Marine City cleans the glass pretty well.
Very, very well. I think they did a real good job. I mean, and it's funny because when you notice Christina Bohm is not in there, or Annalise, you know that it takes a toll on St. Clair to be able to get those boards because they really attack the glass.
Madison Pollock with the basketball. Gets it up top. That's 21. Kelsey to Snyder. She drives the lane, dishes it across. Sierra Brown with it. We're at the 10-second mark. Marine City might dribble this one out.
It looks like it. I think you'll see some good handshakes with these teams and the respect that both coaches have for each other and the players.
Clock going to hit 0, and that means we have a final. It's Marine City 54, St. Clair 28. Pretty competitive basketball game, to be honest with you, Todd. It's probably one of the more competitive, so to speak, 26-point games that I've seen in a while.
Well, 100%. It was 36-25 at the end of the 3rd quarter, 11-point game, and the final score is a 26-point win for Marine City. So they outscored them by 15, just let alone in that 4th quarter.
A lot of good basketball to come for the Saints on the boys' side and the girls' side. Of course, you're helping out with the boys.
Correct.
Both of these teams, plenty of time to improve. The place to be is going to be Watch CTV on Facebook, of course, online. You can check out the app. And then don't forget to go ahead and like St. Clair Athletics on Facebook as well. Any kind of upcoming games, schedules, results, all the good stuff. You're going to want to check it out. Todd, good job, man.
Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Anytime you ask me to come back, I'm in.
That's a wrap here from St. Clair High School. It's Marine City 54, St. Clair 28. We'll see you next time here on CTV.
This CTV sports presentation has been brought to you by St. Clair Chevy, Buick GMC, We Care. By Murphy Inn Restaurant and Hotel in St. Clair. By North Star Bank, North Star guiding the way. By Neiman's Family Market. By St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware. And by CTV Community TV in Marine City in St. Clair.